Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 10 logo. 53. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. No. Kill. Rock it.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Bound to lose one. Undercrush. Hey, lock it. 26.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. "27 yards there, a first down."
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go, D. Twist. Man.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
On the double.
Mike is 59. Check back. Mike, check. 59.
Hey, Delta. Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And some room to maneuver. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Back to throw. Daniels. And he connects with Ertz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now a hit, and he fumbles. It's loose again. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On first down, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's two of the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down, Daniels. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. He completes it to Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On third down, Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 30.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
86 to man. 86 to man.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Set. 15.
On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? 8, read.
59. Oh, you got deep? Whip.
Gone. Hit it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Sam.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's go now. 10-2 starts.
From the gun, Daniels. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. That's caught by Howard. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Back. Check. Crunch. 80 weapon. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here.
First down and goal to go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Once again with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
97's the mic. Watch the run. Hey, Alpha. What? 97's the mic. 97's the mic. On the ball. 97's the mic. Double dog. That's the way. Go. Get.
Looking to throw. Daniels toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Off play action. Herbert. That is caught. It's Perriman. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 20. And a Buccaneer first down.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Bam.
He's heavy on the edges.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. Check 3. Check 3. Mike, let's go.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. In. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Eagles 10.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, set.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
brings up 3rd and 1.
Switch. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6. Shoot.
From the gun, Daniels. And that's complete to Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Daniels. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
On the double. Get your swerve on. Hey, high 7. 5.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Go! At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, baby.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Tight end's right.
Hey, orbit.
4 down. 31's the mic.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Check 52. Sponge. No.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Buccaneers 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check.
Blue draw Corkers.
25. Check 25. He's crashing. He's checking cracks.
Go.
Here's Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
2. Protein. Go.
They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on, baby.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's right, man. Check your hot read.
They'll run on first down. Barber. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12.
At the
59. Mike, the 59. I know.
Look, squeeze. Smooth. Ready?
Off the play fake. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
To throw on second down. Daniels. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. Down right around the 25. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Down, 50, plant.
Tight end right. 4 down.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 18-yard line.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
31's the mic. Watch the run. 31. Go.
Operating from the gun. Fry. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is taken at his 4. Shouting through the defense. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
To throw on 3rd down. Daniels to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. They go.
They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run with Sanders. Still going. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Be ready. Be ready. Snap.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, it's Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Ready up. Better bring it. You better bring it. Yes.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
91. Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. Jones has it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Orbit.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go now. 8 read.
Check 15. Check 15.
Christian Travis.
Mike 59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Zoom.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, check. 59. You ain't doing nothing.
It's fine.
Off play action. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go.
To throw again. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Smooth. Hey, Sam off. Big grip.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K